The story of this event, qualifying round number 1. The distance is 12 circuits. The number of cars to transfer to make the move will be 4 to qualify. Ladies and gentlemen, these are mighty modifieds. 600 horsepower, open wheel cars ready to do battle and pound the pavement. John Spence on the starter stand. The green flag is out. Fidget works his magic in the outside lane. Off the turn, it is Josh Cantera. As Fidget shuffles back to the 4th spot. Here comes John McKennedy, outstanding driver. On the MRS Modified Series, more wins this season than anyone else. Car 29, John McKennedy, the black, white, and blue numeral race car, quickly moves into 2nd. Here comes Chris Pastriak. The Dollies, number 15 car. Final transfer position into the big dance. Here comes McKennedy, rim riding to the inside. They cling and they clang off turn number 4. Off the turn, McKennedy looks like Superman at the front of the field. Josh Cantera has to settle back into 2nd. Chris Pastriak in for 3rd. Johnny K from Delray, Florida, sets in the 4th spot, as Max Zakem is 1 spot away from a transfer. It's John McKennedy, the star of the show in this first qualifying round. Halfway as they come back to the line. McKennedy in search of the Rockingham Boat $100 bonus for the leader of the event. Down the back straightaway, Josh Cantera still running in 2nd. Hot spot on the racetrack, Johnny K, hunted down by Max Zakem. Zakem reels him in. Clock is ticking, time is running out. These are the modifieds, deep into turn number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, off the 4th turn, it's still John McKennedy, the leader of the pack. Josh Cantera, the Goodwin Hannaford machine, has run here and had tremendous success in years in the past. Still in command. Meanwhile, Josh Cantera reels him in. This time as they head off turn number 4. Popsicle sticks are up. 2 laps to go. Final 2 circuits. It's still John McKennedy, the leader of the pack. Here comes Cantera. White flag is out, but there's no surrendering in the battle for the lead. Final circuit. Cantera is all over the back bumper of John McKennedy, like gum on the bottom of your shoe. Checkered flag is out. John McKennedy will take down the win. The 71 of Cantera will finish in 2nd. The 15 will finish in 3rd of Pastriak. And rounding out the transfer cars will be the number 48 machine. That, of course, is Johnny K. The winner of that first qualifying round, receiving $100 from Rockingham Boat out of Hampstead, New Hampshire. Second qualifying event, Bruce Bacta, providing the $100 bonus. The legendary Mario Fiore passed away within the past month. Tonight, we're taking up a collection to help some competitor. The tire, the purplish pink tire, is located under the grandstand area next to Jim Schaefer's Tri-Track Speedway shirt booth and display. Get ready. There's nothing like it. The sound of raw horsepower, modified style. From the Star Speedway, green is out, they're underway. Ronnie Silk wastes no time at all, but Rowan Panic. Bonsai move to the inside. Can't do it this time. He pulls back into formation. Kirk Alexander sets in the 3rd position. Meanwhile, the final transfer spot is the hot spot of the racetrack. Here comes Tommy Barrett, the 44 Racing, number 44, hooked up in the outside lane. Panic now gives a shot to the back bumper that would jar the fillings in anyone's teeth. Bottom shot move. Silk slams the door. No room at the end this time. The reservations are canceled. Back to the front of the field. Lead change. Crossover. Panic. Second leader of the event. Silk has to settle back in. Side-by-side racing for the final transfer spot. Tommy Barrett on the outside. Ricciardi on the inside. wheel to wheel, side by side. Bottom of turn 4. Here comes Barrett, manhandling the automobile. They run closer than most people park off turn number 2. This time by. Half of the event is all history, halfway down and halfway to go. Pennick has only run this race car a couple of times in 2016. A brand new car that's set in the winner's circle already with success. Silk works him over, but the battle is for the final transfer position. Barrett has tried everything. Doucette is there, but Rob Ricciardi in the Furnace Ductworks machine is applying the pressure and holding on to position number 4. Back off the turn. It's still Pennick. Dogfight battle at the point. Meanwhile, here comes Barrett. Changes his line. Tommy Barrett changes his strategy. They touch. Turn number 4. Barrett and Ricciardi come together like two cymbals in an orchestra. Caution flag comes out. Tom Fox, the director of competition 44, sent to the rear of the field for over-aggression on the racetrack. With the 33 machine, this gives Joe Doucette the opportunity. 10 circuits down in this 12-lap event. Rowan Pennick has brought his A game to Weber Star Speedway for tonight's presentation. John Spence Jr. looks the field over. Race Central says the field is good. 2 circuits to go. Only 2 leaders in the event. Ron Silk, former champion, the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour. Rowan Pennick, former champion of the Modified Race Series and from the Stafford Motor Speedway for the SK Modifieds there as well. Turn number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, showtime, Star Speedway style, as Pennick rim rides off the turn. Here comes Silk. Outside, looking racy. Pennick guards the inside. White flag is out. Final circuit. What's it gonna be? A little smooch to the back bumper. No love affair there. Off turn number 4, Rowan Pennick. Oh, trouble now. Off the turn in the final circuit. Tommy Barrett and Joe Doucette come together like two cymbals in an orchestra as they make some noise. So the story is car 25 will win $100 from Bruce Brockta. It's finishing second, Ronnie Silk. Third to transfer, Kirk Alexander. And the fourth and final car to transfer, car number 33 for Rob Ricciardi. Third qualifying round, car number 23. Starting at the point, it'll be the number 23 machine. That, of course, is Mike Douglas from Manchester, New Hampshire, the Collisions Plus machine. Alongside, it is the number 70, the Rockingham Boat machine, Southern Wheel and Modified Tour superstar and champion, Andy Seiss. A gentleman that's won big paydays before, Richard Savory in the E-Keys for Cars, George and Ken's collision car. Ladies and gentlemen, Savory from Canton, Mass. will be starting in the third spot. This is round number 3. Into turn 3. Off turn 4. Pedal to the metal, green, 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 and they're racing. Up the racetrack goes the Douglas machine. Richard Savory, like a man possessed. They bing and they bong. Off the turn, and it is Seiss with a flat left front tire going down. Here comes Dwight Jarvis, the Ascutney, Vermont driver. And right there with him is the independent on the back straightaway. Car number 70 stops on the racetrack. Third qualifying round, a presentation of Woody's Auto Repair and Towing out of Pelham. They came together in turns 3 and 4. Two circuits complete of 12. The field will tighten back up. Douglas in the number 1 spot. Richard Savory, been here, done that. Here they come. Back to turn number 1. Douglas still in command. Look at Mike Holdridge. Car number 0, the familiar Ollie Silver look, moves into the runner-up spot. And what about Jeff Gallup? Just a youngster, he has now moved into the 3rd spot. Final transfer position. Car number 99 for Richard Savory. Jarvis out of a qualifier. Benavides. Here comes Dwight Jarvis. Bonsai move to the bottom. Savory goes around and the caution flag is out. Dwight Jarvis and Richard Savory come together like two cymbals in an orchestra. Field still under caution, single file. Richard Savory picks up at the rear of the field. Mike Douglas, the independent runner, the blue number 23 car, and alongside, he came from the back row, Michael Holdridge, with that number 0. John Spence, the big man on the starter stand, looks him over. The green is out. And Gallup tries to muscle his way, the red number 4 car, underneath the number 0 of Mike Holdridge. Final transfer spot. Held down by Dwight Jarvis. Savory, not in the big dances yet. This time, halfway down and halfway to go. It still remains Douglas, the star of the show. Holdridge still running in the 2nd spot. Here comes Dwight Jarvis. Looks to move down under. They come off turn number 4. Black flag is being issued. Car number 4, Gallup, black flag, the competition. It's come down to the wire. And Douglas is still the star of the show. This time by 2 circuits to go. Richard Savory moves into the 4th transfer spot. Off turn 4, white flag is out, but there's no surrendering in the battle among the top 4 cars. Douglas started up front, dominated the racing action, as Douglas will receive $100 from Woody's Auto Repair. Finishing in 2nd, the 0 of Mike Holdridge. Dwight Jarvis will finish in the 3rd spot. Final car to transfer will be the number 99 of Richard Savory. The 4th qualifying round will be the recipient to pick up bonus money from Prodigy Plumbing of Manchester, New Hampshire. They thunder into turn 3. Up on the wheel, green, green, green. They're racing back to the line. Troy Talman. Here comes Hirschman, 3 wide. Who will get fried as they head down into turn number 3? Matt Hirschman moves to the front of the class. Here comes Russ Hershey. Here comes Anthony Nocella. Russ Hersey on the bottom. Car number 6 into the runner-up spot. Here comes the Nocella paving. Car number 92. Anthony Nocella works his magic. The black 92 is in the 3rd spot. Brandy Tree in the final transfer position. Les Hinckley looks to the bottom. Screaming yellow moves into the 4th spot as Brandy Tree drops to the bottom of the field. There's no question about it. Hinckley moves into the final transfer spot. 4 qualifying rounds are now history. It still remains Matt Hirschman, the star of the show. Hersey reels him in. This time by halfway down as they continue to create their magic. Here comes Nocella. Takes a peek at the bottom. No room at the end this time. Les Hinckley. Troy Talman was almost in a transfer spot. Here comes Nocella. Bids for it, but Hershey shuts the door. Russ Hersey, car number 6, in 2nd. Here comes Les Hinckley. Hinckley is all over the back bumper of Nocella. But Nocella continues to guard the 3rd spot. Here comes Les Hinckley again. 2 laps to go. 1/2 mile left in the competition here. Hirschman, still the star of this qualifier. White flag is out. Final circuit. Big money Matt Hirschman will take down the win. Russ Hersey to finish in 2nd. Nocella will finish in 3rd. And Les Hinckley will take down the final transfer spot. Cars that'll have to run in the consolation event include Talman, Brandy Tree, and Accardi. The 4th qualifying round, presenting $100 to the winner from Prodigy Plumbing of Manchester, New Hampshire. This qualifier, putting up $100, the R.D. McRae Vinyl Home Exteriors from Bellrica. Green is out. Medeiros looks racy, but Justin Bonsignor. Here comes Eric Berndt. They call him the Bulldog because he keeps nipping at the competition. Car number 16. Berndt moves into the 4th spot. Tony Jankowiak setting in the 3rd position, but out in front. A little cat and mouse action, like a Tom and Jerry cartoon, as they work their magic and bid for the number 1 spot. Back to the line. Still Medeiros. Look at Jankowiak. Look at Eric Berndt, the Bulldog. As Bonsignor tries to muscle up enough steam in the upper lane, and it almost costs him the final transfer spot. It's still Medeiros, setting a blistering pace off the turn. Back to the stripe. This time, Berndt gets a little bit loose. 4 cars to move to the big dance. Bonsignor all over Jankowiak. Half the event is all but history. Here he comes. Eric Berndt looks high, runs to the tire tracks of Bonsignor, but Medeiros still is the leader of the pack. Here comes Bonsignor. Berndt now tests the waters on the outside. Pulls it back in the line. 4 cars nose to tail. It still remains a battle for 3rd, with Bonsignor guarding the number 3 position. Meanwhile, Burnt will look to the bottom. It just doesn't happen now. This time off the turn. Twirling twos in the air. 2 laps to go. Bonsignor gets a wheel down underneath Jankowiak. Here comes Eric Burnt. Bonsignor, wheel to wheel, side by side. Medeiros is your leader, 1 to go. Quarter mile left in the competition. Medeiros steps on the gas. Bonsignor, here comes Jankowiak, off the 4th turn. It is Medeiros to take down the win. Jankowiak to finish in 2nd. Bonsignor to finish in 3rd. And Eric Burnt will take the final transfer spot with R.D. McRae Vinyl Home Exteriors providing us with a $100 bonus. Still yet to come, 2 consolation events and a B main event.